Good morning. I want to talk about my younger life. Um, we had a large family. My mom was 16, and my dad was 20, 21. They got married in Kentucky, which is 16 is a consent age. They were married for 50 years before my mom passed away. And they, my parents were good parents. They took very good care of us. They did what they could do. Um, we grew up poor. For a while, we were homeless. We always had to live in bad areas uh, to because that's all that the people back then would rent to us because they used to have a law years ago. If you had a boy and a girl, for an example, back then you need a three bedroom. Uh, Two problems with that. Number one, there wasn't too many three bedrooms. Number two, if you could find one, um, they were grossly overpriced. So we got my dad found an apartment for us, and there was 8 or 9 of us that lived in that apartment. And once we got found out, we had to leave. They got evicted from the apartment. It was in the paper. But anyhow, I wasn't very old then. But speed up a little bit. I was about 8 or 9 years old. I had two younger brothers and a younger sister. They were, 3 to 5 years younger than me. We did find an apartment that we all moved into, and it was really bad. It was rat infested, uh, very dirty. But at the moment, it was all that we had to live in, and that's where we moved into. Um, in this neighborhood, going to school, I mean, you were almost fighting every day. Somebody was trying to take your milk money, or I guess just take you on. So, for me and a couple of my older brothers, we were fighting quite a bit. Anyhow, like I said, it was rat infested. My dad brought in some rat traps, put them underneath the sink and things like that. My older sister, I had a much older sister. She was 19, 20, and they would put me, my three other siblings, in a bed, and my older sister and my mother would take turns with a broom. And while my mother slept, for an example, my older sister would be up with this broom. And the reason for it is to keep the rats off us. It was very quiet generally at night, so that's when the rats would come out. A lot of times we had a small radio, and that would play. They put it on the floor in hopes of keeping the rats away from us. I don't really ever be remember being bitten by one, but that's what my mom and my older sister did until we were able to move out of there. I remember one time we had like a play gun, and I think it shot out those darts with the rubber ends or something, but we had one. Me and my two younger brothers, we would be in the kitchen, and we would wait for them to stick up from the stove, and then we would shoot at them, try to hit them, and that was a form of amusement, I guess, something to do as you find things to do to bide your time, boredom. Also, my dad couldn't pay the electric, and that's how we were heating our apartment. So the electric was turned off. So we did have gas. So mom was put us in the kitchen, and she would make, put uh, blankets down or something, and she would actually, and kind of dangerous, but to keep us somewhat warm, she would turn the gas stove on, and that produced some heat. Again, it was, I understand it was dangerous, and she knew that too, but it's either that or, I don't know, get real cold and maybe uh, other serious health ailments from that. I don't know. I wasn't old enough to comprehend that, um, but that's what she did. She would put us, me and my two brothers and sister, all four of us, uh, on the floor with blankets and stuff, and she would have the heat on and on the stove. Uh, I'm not sure. It could have been maybe my dad sleeping in the living room. I don't really know. Again, I was kind of young. I don't really remember that too much. Just I do remember sleeping on the floor though. But again, they did the best they could with what they had. Um, and I'm very appreciative of my mom and my dad doing what they had to do to take care of us. I want to thank you for listening to me. I'm not sure if this is boring or maybe you're not interested. If you would, make a comment about it on the bottom. Let me know how you grew up. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you maybe would like me to go in a different direction with it. And that's fine. If you would please like this video and subscribe. Hit that bell icon, subscribe. When you like this video, it pushes us out to other people. And, might be other people who maybe grew up like I did and might have something to say. We should always try to help each other. And I think liking this video, being pushed out to others, could possibly help them. And I want to thank you for listening to me. Until the next time, have a wonderful day.